Hey guys, I want to talk to you a little bit today about just a reminder to try to let the universe just do its work and do its thing whenever you can. If you believe in this sort of thing, if you believe that there's, I don't know if you want to call it destiny or fate, or you just kind of want to leave things up to something greater than yourself. I think there's a lot to be said for people that go through their lives like that. I think the problem that a lot of us run into, and I find myself very often running into this and continuing to fight the urge on almost on a day-to-day basis, is that a lot of times we want to over manipulate the system. We want to try to control every single thing in our lives. We want some sort of outcome, and we go round and round trying to assure, or at least assure ourselves that we're doing the best thing possible to make something happen, maybe. But I reflect back often on my life, and I think about the most amazing, cool, fun, neat things that have happened to me have almost come about spontaneously, or almost I would attribute them to just kind of like the blind, stupid, dumb luck of the universe doing its thing. And I had one of these moments where I caught myself kind of going down that manipulation track today. Tomorrow for work, there's these like on-call positions, so to speak, for the job that I have. So it just means that you go onto this status where the company can call you in at a very short notice, and if they need you, and you got to go into work. And it's not so bad, but it's kind of a I don't know. It's not a great way to go through your day in a way. Just kind of having this thing hanging over your head where you might have to jump up at any second and with short notice go into work. So, anyways, I started looking at all the available shifts for the day tomorrow, as far as like what time I might possibly be able to, or what time each of these shifts started at. Okay, there's 4 or 5 different options for shifts that all start at different points in time of the day. So I looked at that first, and I went and looked at like, okay, all the available things that might happen to me tomorrow, like what time do they fall in, and like what shift would yield me the best odds of getting this trip that I want, or you know, or maybe of not getting called in at all, or any number of things. Like what in my brain I was just trying to manipulate and trying to direct which way my day might go tomorrow. And this is just the example, and this is just my little small thing that I found myself doing today, is that I was just I was overanalyzing things, right? And there's a lot to be said when if you just kind of let things go and let things happen. And in my case, like I either have the option to aggressively try to pick up one of these shifts, or to place myself on the call window that I might want to be on, or the other option is just kind of just leave it up to the company and leave it more or less like the universe is kind of the argument I'm using here, but just leave it up to fate. And like whatever was destined to happen to me tomorrow, just believing that it's going to be awesome and even better perhaps than my outcome if I had just jumped in there and tried to manipulate so intensely about how my day goes down tomorrow. So I hope that little example about just how my work works and my work day is kind of connected, or it allows you to maybe connect with instances and circumstances in your life where you go through similar things. But just like I said, to say it again, I mean, the most amazing, awesome things that have happened to me, at least while I've been on this job, or my whole career wise, is just kind of oftentimes come about from these situations where I just kind of let it go, let the universe take me where it's going to take me, let the company just do what they've got to do with me that day, and just leave that up to fate, so to speak. I've had amazing experiences. I've met wonderful, amazing people. I've had a great damn time. And I always look back and I'm like, well, if I tried to manipulate things in a different way, this wouldn't have gone down this way. And I don't know, maybe it would have been better, maybe it would have been worse, but at the end of the day, it just all turned out very positive for me. Okay. So I know that everything in your life, you can't not manipulate something. Some things need attention. Some things need you to interact with them. Some things need to have a decision made, you might say. But think about those things in your life that are not so much like that. What are the things that you can just kind of let go a little bit on and just let happen, and let life take you where it's going to take you? Maybe you've got some things. I'm sure that every single one of you out there listening has things like that in your life that you could look at in the same way. And like I said, just a little reminder to try to manipulate a little bit less sometimes when you can, when you have the latitude to do it. Just let the current, let the wave, let the universe, let God, let fate, whatever you want to attribute it to, let it take you where it's going to take you. And odds are it's probably amazing. It's probably good for your life. Okay. All right, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Talk to you real soon.